I'm feeling somewhat confused at the moment because results on the pitch are suggesting that this is quite a poor season that we're having, and yet the league table is suggesting that it's a pretty good season. I don't know what to make of this. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Middlesbrough, Part 12, Season 3, in our quest to finish higher than 7th before the advent of FM24. And as you can see from the league table, it does look like we are doing particularly well. We have played 15 games and we have 22 points and we are currently sitting in 7th. And it does seem on the surface that that would be a pretty good season and we are on target to achieve our goals. But as I said, results on the pitch are looking more like we are a relegation candidate rather than someone fighting for a European place. This is somewhat confusing. And today we will be playing 2 games in the Premier League. We will be away at Leeds and then we will follow that with a home game against Wolves. Neither of these games are going to be easy. There are no easy games when you are a team expected to struggle in the Premier League. We're going to have to be sharp, we're going to have to be on our game, and we're going to have to manage these games extremely well. But as usual, before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch and try to work out what on earth is going on, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content, you love to see people suffer playing this game, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. But first, let's go and have a look at what form has been like since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that 0-0 draw against Bournemouth, a very dismal result, and then we beat Brighton by 4-2. And after that, the results are a little strange. And we went away to Fulham, and we were beaten quite comfortably by Fulham by 3-1. We were then defeated by Aston Villa on penalties in the FA Cup 4th round, but we followed that with a 1-1 home draw against Tottenham. We did manage to beat Brentford by 3-0, but that's only one victory in the last 4 games. And that was followed by a 4-1 defeat at home to Liverpool, an absolute disaster of a result, and then another draw, a 2-2 draw at home to Leicester. Now, if we look at this in terms of performance recently and form, you would think that this team is a relegation candidate and not a team that should be sitting in 7th in the Premier League. It is very difficult to work out what is going on, and every team must be having a pretty poor season apart from the 6 above us. This is very strange indeed. So today we are going to try and recover. We are away at Leeds and then we will be home to Wolves. And I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. Every game seems to be a challenge. And every game seems to be getting harder and harder to manoeuvre. And it's not because we have suffered an injury crisis. In terms of our current injuries, we just have one player out. We have Arezo out, who has a pulled groin. He's only been out a few days and he's only expected to be out for another day. And so it's not like we've had a dreadful injury crisis which has contributed to this. It's very difficult to work out why this is happening. So let's have a look at player form and see what that might tell us. And if we look at the squad and we go to the average ratings for the entire season so far, you can see that we only have 5 players who have got an average rating above 7. Now, this is quite unusual, I would think, for a team sitting in 7th. We can also discount Matt Clark because he's actually only played twice this season, and so his average rating of 7.07 really is irrelevant. And we can also discount Riley McGree because he's actually only played once this season and he has an average of 7.3 from that game. Marcus Force also has only played twice and so he has an average rating of 7.2, but it's actually not giving me a picture of really the season as a whole. So that means really that only 3 players consistently have achieved an average over 7, and that does not tie in with being 7th in the Premier League at the moment. If we look at recent form, then we have a number of players, again only 6, and other players have joined this group now like Brandon Williams, Bohinen, Hayden Hackney. And of course, the top performer, as you can see, is Azon. He has 13 appearances, 13 goals and 1 assist. He has an average rating of 7.42. He's performing particularly well up front and scoring the majority of the goals for us. Force has chipped in with a few goals in his 2 games and probably deserves to start more. I am struggling at the moment to work out what is going on. We are not in form. We are not playing well, clearly, because of the results that we're showing. And yet, we are still 7th in the table. And so, having tried to fathom that out, and I can't fathom it out, we're going to get straight into today's games. And the first game is going to be away at Leeds. Always Leeds are a difficult fixture for me. I usually start the season with a game against Leeds, which really is difficult. Today, it's going to be even more difficult. We've got to try and somehow manage to recover our form. And so, without much further ado, I'll go and get the team ready, and we will be back just before the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Leeds is Lewis Jr. in goal with Dick Steele, Lenihan, Niakate and Duarte at the back. Pickle, Bohinen and Jones in midfield with Force, Ruiz and Azon up front. I have made some changes to this team. They're just not functioning at the moment, and I think it's time to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to start with the high press, but I've come off the line a little bit. I've reduced the line a little bit, and hopefully we'll go out there. The pundits don't think we have any chance of winning. Leeds are not as good a team as us. They're suffering in the table worse than we are. So I don't know why the pundits don't think we've got any chance at all. I'm really struggling to understand what is happening in this game. I make changes and nothing seems to affect the pattern of the game. I've used all 3 systems. Nothing seems to be working. I've made rotational changes. That doesn't seem to work either. Nothing seems to work. I might as well just let the game run itself. And Leeds do have a corner, and they probably will take the lead from the corner. I'm just guessing, but that's the way games are going. And almost took the lead, and maybe that's a good sign. Maybe FM is saying maybe Leeds are not going to go ahead in this game. But there is another highlight, and let's see what happens at this highlight. Can we win the ball? Yes, we can. And Jones finds Azon. Azon finds Ruiz. Ruiz looking for a pass to Azon, can't find him. And I'm not quite sure what is going on here, and Leeds are going to score here. They are in. They're looking very good. They're looking comfortable. Every time they go forward, I'm having kittens. Every time we go forward, I think we're going to miss. And at the moment, the stats are fairly even. There's not really much difference between the 2 teams. But Leeds look like they are the better team at the moment. We do have a throw-in, though. Is this going to be a highlight? No, it is going to be a highlight. And a little glitch there in the game. Either it's going to be a highlight or it's not, please. And but we do have a throw, and this doesn't look very pretty either as we try to pass it out from the back. There's a long ball forward, finds Azon. Azon has a chance, but he can't put it away. This is what is happening at the moment. We're the better team at the moment. It's beyond my control, though. It doesn't matter what changes that I make. It really doesn't have any difference on the game. This has been happening over the last few games, and I really just need to let the game play itself out now and see where we are in a few games' time, because I don't quite know what is going on. It's almost like it's glitched, because we are looking not like a team that should be challenging for a European place, which I was hoping to be. We're looking like a team that's in a relegation battle, and they're not even running. And even the graphics on screen look very odd. And I don't know what's happening. It's very, very confusing. But it is Leeds coming forward, and at some point they will take the lead. This is what's happening in games. Despite the fact that we have a better shots on target ratio, and that we are creating opportunities. Here's the goal. It was obvious that I can read this game like a book, and sometimes you just know what is going to happen, and I don't know why that's happening. It was just a stupid error. It's like it doesn't make any sense. I really don't know why did he do that. And you know, like, I don't mind players having a bad game now and again, but this is silly. It looks silly, and it feels silly to me. There's nothing I can do about it. We are still performing better than Leeds, and I just don't know how to deal with this. And match momentum apparently is all with Leeds, but we are actually performing better than them. And this really does seem very, very strange at the moment. But it is Leeds, again, with the ball. We're going to take a hammering here by the look of it. I'm going to need to change something very soon. Ruiz has won the ball and found Jones. Jones looking for Ruiz. Ruiz in space. Ruiz has hit the crossbar. This is how it's going. And he's been given offside anyway. We are the offside team as well this season. Every time we score a goal, there's a VAR check, and 50% of them are offside. This is really weird. This team has to have a rollicking, and Azon is not playing very well. I think I have to take Azon off. When he has a bad game, he never recovers. And so we'll bring Arezzo on. And I'm going to go to the Brazilian style. We're going to attack them after half-time. I really don't know. Force is now decided he's having a bad game. And so we will bring Asprilla on for Force. Also, Daniel Ruiz is having a very, very poor game. And I don't have anybody I can bring on for him. But that's the way it's going at the moment. I just have to ride with this. I can't do anything at all about this. As I say, I've made changes in-game before. It doesn't matter what changes I make, and I'm guessing that Leeds will score again, that we're not going to be allowed just to get away with a 1-0 defeat. I'm guessing Leeds are going to get more. I know how the games have been playing out of late. I think I need to make some changes now. There are other players who are not playing very well. Duarte's having a terrible game at left-back, and I need to go and make some changes now. And so I've made my changes, and who knows what will happen. I think what we'll do is we'll go attacking for the next 15 minutes or so and see what happens. But this game has got me baffled now. It doesn't matter what I do. Leeds are in, and I did say earlier they would score again, and they have scored again. I know what is going to happen at the moment, and if I could do that in real life, I'd make a lot of money. But this is a little bit too obvious, and it doesn't matter if I make changes. I can go to the low block, to the high press. I can do the Brazilian. It doesn't matter at the moment. I'm totally powerless, and let's just shout at them because it'll make me feel better, but it's not going to have any effect. It's just very, very poor, and Niakate is now very tired. I can't make any more substitutions. They're all dreadful. And it doesn't actually matter who I play either, whether I play players in form or out of form. They are just not functioning. I am totally out of control in this game at the moment. We just run with it, and whatever the game decides it's going to do is what it's going to do. I've got to hope that it helps me to recover at some point, because this is just baffling me to the core. And I'm not happy. We are a better team than Leeds, and nobody has played very well yet again, and we are now down in 10th, and I'm struggling to know what to do. We have to play Wolves next. That is going to be just the same, I think. It doesn't matter what I do. It's not going to work. I'll go and get the team ready as best as I can, and we'll be right back. And we will see you very soon. And so the team for the game against Wolves is Lewis Junior in goal, with Mankia, Twanzebe, Fry and Williams at the back, with Hackney, Piero and Elianusi in midfield. I've decided to play Piero because I don't really feel that anybody else is worthy of a spot. Arezzo, Asprilla and Azon will play up front, and I don't feel that any of them are worthy of a spot in the team either. I feel like this is quite a depressing phase of the game. I feel like I have no control over what is going on now. I've been playing this game for a long, long time, and I believe that you have some sort of control over what is going on the pitch. But it does seem at the moment that no matter what I do, it doesn't make any difference. And as hard as I am trying to focus on what is going on the pitch, the game is not allowing me to actually have any say in what is actually going on. I can change the systems, I can move the lines, change the tempo, the passing. It doesn't make any difference. And this is what I'm getting. We are getting chances, but we've absolutely no idea how to score goals. We've lost the confidence. We're dominating games as we are here, but you can see we've 3 shots, 0 on target again, and we just simply cannot put teams away. I don't know what to do. We have another injury, and we should probably change him. I'm struggling with this game at the moment. We are once again dominating the game, 5 shots, 0 on target. And sometimes it's hard to work out what the game is trying to tell you. The game is just a big puzzle. And sometimes the clues are just so hidden that you have no idea where to look for them. And can he put that into his own goal? Are we going to close that down? No, we're not. It looks like the player movement on the pitch. They are not even running. And we watched Azon there, just actually walk towards the goalkeeper. The player's body language on the pitch. And again, what has happened there? We've just allowed them to take the ball off. And I really don't understand this. And Wolves are through. Wolves have scored. It's 1-0 to Wolves. And this is baffling me. It's absolutely baffling me what is going on. I'm going to make a change again because whatever we're doing is not working. We're clearly the better team. I don't know what's happening. It's just totally confusing me. We look like we have never defended in a football match before. We've dominated the game. But every time the opposition come forward, I'm having kittens. And here they come again. And this probably will be the goal. And we have kind of deflected it, but Wolves still have the ball. Wolves are in again. But it's tame. I can only hope that Wolves' finishing is worse than ours. And at the moment, it is an absolutely nightmare scenario. I have absolutely no idea what to do. I think I'm just going to run the game and let the game decide, because it's not letting me have any input whatsoever. I'm going to change it at halftime because whatever we're doing is not working. Not quite sure what I should do. I think I might actually try the Brazilian for 15 minutes before. And look at that. The players on the field look like they've never seen a football before. Like I've gone to a car park and just rounded up 11 players and asked them, have you ever played football before? And they say no. Oh, ideal. But we do have a chance. It's hit the crossbar. I don't even get excited when we're going forward. It feels really odd. We should be in a relegation battle. And yet, the teams around us are doing so badly that we're still somehow in 11th. And the whole game at the moment does not make any sense to me. We've totally dominated the game. It doesn't make any sense. I give up. We're just going to run through this season and see what happens. I've got absolutely no idea what is going on. The clue is so well hidden in this save that I don't know how to find it. And whatever I do doesn't make any difference. So we're just going to go with this for this game and see what happens. And if we lose, we lose. I don't believe we are this bad a football team. The game obviously believes that we are this bad a football team. 7 shots, 1 on target. Again, it doesn't matter what I do. I could try the low block. I could try all sorts of things. It doesn't make any difference. Let's just play it through. Let's just hope that we're allowed to score a goal. And can we win that? Hackney has won that. But look at the pace of this. It doesn't make any sense. And again, we've just about managed to hold on to the ball. It's Elianusi with a shot. It's straight at the goalkeeper. I don't even get excited when we're going forward, when we look like we could score. Wolves have got a free kick. This must be the winner. Because they don't look really threatening from open play. So I'm guessing this could be the winner. No, it's not this one. The winner will come for Wolves at some point. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm going to go attacking now. Let's try and attack them. Let's go for the jugular, as it were. And we'll see what happens. He wants to replace Brandon Williams. I need to make some changes. And so I have made some changes, and I don't know what's going to happen. We're the better team. We're playing better than Wolves. And Asprilla is now tired. We'll replace him with Ruiz and see what happens. And I don't know. I don't get excited when we're going forward. I don't get excited when we look like we're going to score. It's usually a great big surprise to me, as we do have a chance, and Pickle has a chance, but he has actually not been able to find the target either. Asprilla has, though, and finally we've been allowed to score a goal. And now I think possibly I need to react to this, because Wolves are not finished yet, and finally we've scored a goal. And I don't know how, but we finally managed to score a goal. I guess persistence pays. And if you keep changing, something will pay off in the end. I think as we're coming up to the last 10 minutes, I want to try and hold on to what we've got. Wolves are not looking particularly threatening, but it's only going to take one long ball over the top and then it's all square. I've got a funny feeling Wolves are not finished. Can we get another one? And then I'll go into the low block. Arezzo is coming forward. Pass inside. He's way offside. He's miles offside. It's like I say, we are the offside team. And I don't know what to do about that, because I can't train everyone to beat the offside trap. And last season, we were not offside all the time. This season, we are just offside all the time. I'm really struggling now to know what to do. Do I just try and close the game down now, or do I keep trying to attack? We are creating chances now since we've gone attacking. Wolves are not creating too much, but as I said, it's only going to take one, and this might be it, but it's cleared by Fry. And we have won the ball. Can we break on the counter? It's a poor pass again. It was a lazy pass. Arezzo finds Ruiz. Can we get it into the box, and then I'll shut the game down? We have scored the second, and I don't think that can be given offside. But as you can tell, I'm not getting excited by these results. Something is not right with what's going on. It doesn't feel right, and until it feels right, I'm not really going to get excited about what is going on. This is becoming more like survival for me than anything else. And we should be doing better than survival. But at the moment, we are 9th in the table. Again, that doesn't make any sense given the results and the form that we've been in. The whole thing seems very weird to me. I know it sounds strange to be saying that, but it just seems very strange. It feels like I'm totally out of control, and no matter what I do, it's not going to make any difference. And I don't feel comfortable in this game being in that position. We've won one and lost one today. It's not been a great episode. The results continue to look very poor. We now have Chelsea, Norwich, Manchester City and Crystal Palace to come. I'm just going to play through now, and we'll come back at the beginning of January when the transfer window starts, and we'll play the games against Brighton and Bournemouth. I'm not optimistic about how the 4 games are going to go in the middle. We shall see what happens. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people like me confused as hell about this game, you're definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the very worthwhile cause you can see scrolling up above. We have been set up to support the work of the British Heart Foundation. I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling at the moment. Confused is the word, I think. No idea what is going on. All that remains to be said now. Stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.